I have this fear that one day I'll wake up and realize that I spent my 20s waiting until I had enough money, until I had more time, until life somehow became more exciting. And lately, I've started realizing that life really doesn't work like that. The years pass anyway, the seasons change anyway, and before you know it, another year has gone by. For most of my life, I've stayed in the same place, the same roads, the same routines, the same version of life. And I think that's why I've been feeling restless lately. Like there's something missing. Like there's an entire world out there that I haven't experienced yet.
I've been asking myself lately, why do I want to travel so badly? Why do I crave for a slow life? Why do I keep dreaming about the mountains? And I think the answer lies a lot farther than I realized. Some of my happiest memories come from my family farmhouse where I used to visit when I was younger. It was a really special place surrounded by nature. There was a river right across the road, trees everywhere, animals wandering around, and endless open space. I remember spending entire days outside, watching the river, exploring random corners, doing absolutely nothing. And somehow, those became some of the most happiest memories of my childhood. Back then, life felt simple, and maybe that's where all of this started. My need to explore, my love for the mountains, this constant desire to step out into the world. Because every time I step out into the nature, I feel something that is difficult to explain. I feel present, I feel small, I feel alive. And I think that's what I've been chasing all these years. Not a destination, but a feeling. A feeling that I haven't experienced in a very long time.
So when my exams ended in March, I decided that this was finally going to be the year. I was going to Himachal.
It has been on my list for a very long time. The last time I visited was around 7 years ago, and I still remember how alive I felt surrounded by snow capped mountains. So, the plan is simple. I want to visit an offbeat place in Himachal. I mean, what is the point of going from one crowded place to another? I also want to do a trek, and it should be easy to moderate since I am totally a beginner. The whole trip should be within the budget of 20 to 25k, and I am only free in the month of May, so that is when I'll be going.
So I started planning. I checked the train tickets, waitlisted, checked again, waitlisted, checked flights, immediately closed the tab.
No, the flight tickets are way too expensive and totally out of my budget. This is so expensive. It's totally not possible. Do you know that it takes 48 freaking hours by bus to travel from Pune to Delhi? Why does it have to be so difficult? I might die during this trek. If I wait for the end moment to book the Tatkal train tickets and if they don't get confirmed, all the money will go down the drain. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is going to be possible. I specifically want to go by an organization since I don't have any trekking experience. So I don't even have to do any planning. And yet, why does this have to be so difficult?
But I wasn't ready to give up yet. Every day I sat with my laptop searching for different places to visit, different tasks, different ways to reach, different possibilities. I kept hoping that eventually something would work out.
At this point, I'm not just looking for a trip anymore. I am looking for a proof that life is bigger than these four walls, that there is more waiting for me outside the life that I already know. Holy shit, you guys, I cannot believe this.
Hi Nandini, I am going on the Rupin Pass trek in Himachal. Would you like to join?
Yes, 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 absolutely, yes. The exact thing that I've been wanting for so long just came out of nowhere and fell into my lap. Like literally. I am so happy. There's just one problem. The trek is hard. It requires a certain level of fitness. Check this out. The trek difficulty is moderate to difficult with the altitude of 15,000 feet, and the fitness criteria is just crazy. 5 kilometers in 32 minutes. How the heck am I going to do that? I am not a runner, and you would know that if you ever see me run because this isn't exactly my strongest skill.
But I didn't care. I started training immediately, every day. Because for the first time in months, I felt excited again. Not because of the trek itself, but because I finally had something to look forward to. Something that made life feel bigger.
Hi Nandini, I just got to know that there are boys on this trek, like 23 boys, and you would be the only girl. Please decide if you would still like to join.
I wish I could say I didn't care, that I could go anyway. But I knew I would be uncomfortable. And after thinking about it for days, I decided not to go.
This is the second time that my attempt to go to Himachal has failed. And honestly, I've started losing hope. Maybe this trip was just not meant to be. Maybe I should stop trying. Maybe I should wait until I had more money. Or at least until life was a bit easier. But then again, waiting was the exact thing that I wanted to stop doing. You guys, the craziest thing happened today. I was just bored out of my mind and I was watching some stories on Instagram, and there's this content creator whom I've been following for a very long time now, and she just posted a story saying that she is going to take a bunch of people to Himachal, to an offbeat trek in Himachal. And guess what? I'm going. It's a relatively easy trek and almost no one knows about this trek. I just got the itinerary and the pictures are so dreamy. I mean, I was just sold right on the spot. It's crazy. I mean, I can't believe that I'm going to this trek. Everything just feels so real right now. The stars have finally aligned in my favor. And for the first time in months, everything just feels so real. But turns out I don't have the money required for this trek, so the entire trip is being sponsored by my mom. And honestly, I feel really guilty about this because I feel like I should be able to do this on my own, that I should be able to fund my own adventures. And I want to build a life where travel isn't something that I need permission for, it's something that I've earned. So during this trip, I am going to think of ways to fund my future travels, and hopefully I will find a solution, which of course I'll share with you guys in the coming episodes. And maybe that's one of the reasons why this trip feels so important, not because it's a trip that I've been wanting to go to since forever, but because I have a feeling that this trip is going to immensely change my life. Maybe it will help me find answers. Maybe it will help me figure out how to build a life where I can keep doing things like this. Maybe it will push me closer to becoming the kind of person I want to be. I've decided to call this series Northbound partly because I am literally heading to the north, to Himachal, but I think northbound also means something else too. For the longest time, I've felt stuck in routines, stuck in fear, stuck waiting for the right moment. But metaphorically, northbound also means changing your life in a positive way, towards growth, towards experiences, towards uncertainty, towards a bigger life. What if this trip changes everything? I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Maybe it will just be a trek. But maybe it'll be the beginning of something much bigger. The trek starts in a few days, my backpack isn't ready, my fitness level is questionable, and I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. But for the first time in a very long time, I am finally heading somewhere.